Hi, amazing, wonderful you. Here is Susanna Mittermaier in lovely, amazing Costa Rica. Check out this awesome, amazing earth. Isn't that wonderful? It's been raining every day. This is the first time we actually had no rain, and it's amazing. And so one of the things that showed up today was the giving ourselves the allowance to be this exuberant expression of living. So I'm here at a advanced body class with Dr. Dane here and Gary Douglas. They're both facilitating this amazing class this time. And so one of the topics that came up yesterday was everywhere we are, making ourselves smaller than we are and more like milder than we are, like, toning ourselves down. And the cool thing is, asking you shall receive. So we all went, okay, so what would it take for us to allow ourselves to be this exuberant expression of living and not hold back anymore? And then, so the first thing that showed up today was that the earth said hello in a totally different way, because it was raining the whole days. And it was the first time that the earth, it wasn't raining. So we could actually perceive this energy. Oh, when we woke up, the volcano was out. And it had different colors. Now you just see part of it. There you go. And just tap into the energy of this earth. It looks like everything is standing still, and it kind of does. But what if you tap into the energy of these plants? Oh, how alive are they? How much are they vibrating of exuberance, of living, of energy, of And so what if you just take yourself some moments and absorb that and let that into your world? So that's what we do here and did here today at this class. We just went, wow, there's so much energy all around us, and we be so much that we keep holding back to make ourselves okay for others, and not too much, not too wild, not too out there. And so today we went horseback riding, and I just got a new horse. And so in the beginning, some of us were going, this is so weird. We seem to not have the same connection with our horses. They are acting out. We can't control them. It's such a weird energy. And so we were trying to handle our horses from this, okay, we're just gonna be really a lot of space. And they were no, boom, boom. We're acting out, and we're what is going on? What's going on? And so we were walking for a while, and it was okay for a while. Then they acted out again, and it was this. It seemed like it wasn't as ease as it usually is with our horses. So then we came to this path with a lot of mud, uphill mud, and then just ongoing lots of mud. And so my horse started to gallop upwards, up the hill. And as soon as he started being that intensity of galloping, the other horses joined, and it was so amazing and incredible to be facilitated that way, and seeing, wow, and the horse going, see, that's you. That's the intensity you are. That's the exuberant expression of living and joy that you are, that you pretend to not be, just because it's 6 a.m. and, whatever. It's get over your point of view and just be that exuberant expression of living. And so, it's we were about 5 people, Dane and Rebecca and Francesca and Emily, and we were going for it. We were suddenly we were galloping like crazy through the mud and the rainforest, and puddles, and whoa, and it was so incredible. And suddenly we realized that we talked about this afterwards, because each of us went, wow. So at the class yesterday with Gary and Dane at the ABC, the advanced body class, we're talking about, allowing ourselves to be that exuberant expression of living with our bodies and our beings, and really making that choice of going there, and not just going, I'm this little pile of something, and blah, blah, blah. And Because when you are that little pile of something, when you try to be timid and not too much for people, the only choice you have is to react. Like any information that comes in anything that people say or judge about you or comment or any situation around you, you have no choice than reacting to it. You can't create, you can just react. So, and we talked about this at the class, like every time you do this, you just can react, you can't create. And and this, like we all ask for, obviously, otherwise this wouldn't have shown up. We all ask for, hey, what else is possible for us to step into this exuberant expression of living? And, as it is with horses, they show you, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to show you. And it always shows up different than we think, as we know. So we started to gallop and we went, wow, woohoo, ow, through the rainforest. And it was just crazy intense. I mean, really like puddles and mud and wow, it was awesome. And what we realized, and as I said, we talked about this afterwards, after the ride, of course. We realized that with that intensity of, in that case, galloping, we had, you couldn't think. There was no way of thinking. We could just step into this big space of being, and being the intensity and exuberance that we truly be. And as we did that, we could go, wow, when you be that space and that exuberance expression of living, it's like including everything. Like you have no choice. You can't think. You can't go, oh my God. You can't make yourself small. You just go, oh. You relax into this intensity. You relax into the space. You be exuberance, and it's like including everything and being in connection and communion with everything. And that was so amazing to see, and also noticing that when we be so much space, so now our horses were facilitating that, of course, but that's just like facilitating us. The next choice is to be this everywhere and every time, and being that intensity, and that can show up. That can show up in so many different ways. Intensity doesn't have to be loud. It can be loud. It doesn't have to be loud. Intensity can come in form of woohoo. It can come in form of just a spacious, peaceful expression. However you express it, it's so incredible what we realized, how inclusive it is when you be you, and how inclusive it is when you be the intensity and exuberance that you truly be. And it was just wow. And now asking, to be that everywhere, however that shows up. And I just wanted to share this with you because it was so amazing to see the difference between reacting and creating with the world, and being facilitated by the earth, being facilitated by the horses. And, so what do you know? What's available for you to be that you have never acknowledged that you're capable of? And everything that does not allow that times a godzillion will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and yawns. And so yesterday at the class we talked about pragmatic and pragmatic psychology also, and how that ties into this whole exuberance thing where like psychology or so many things are often about fixing. People always assume there is already a problem. They don't ask, is there really a problem? They're like, oh yeah, there's a problem and we have to fix it, of course. We have to do something, and we have to, people look at what am I not, and what if I have to step into. It's like always going from the problem and the lack and then trying to create something from it. But all that is possible, if you look from that perspective, is the lack, not the creation. So the pragmatic is where you start to create your life from looking at, hey, what truly creates my life now and the future? Like what truly works, not just for me, but as the big orchestrating of everything with everything, as the total embodiment of communion we truly be. That's the pragmatics, and that's what pragmatic psychology is. And we talked about this yesterday at the class, and that's what this life form is inviting the world to. Because what I've seen is when my title is psychologist, and I've been working as a psychologist and psychotherapist many years in hospitals in Europe and in Sweden, and it's been so incredible to see this weird paradigm this world has of always looking at the wrongness of people, the diagnosis, the lack, and then trying to fix it from there. It's like, that is like a mission impossible. And then going beyond the paradigm of right and wrong and looking at what truly works is such a shortcut where you can make every area in your life work for you and with you. Money, body, business, family, everything. And it's like, it's a choice to embody and embrace that level of ease, joy, and glory, like truly embodying that exuberant expression of living. And that's different, and that's new, and that requires you to be so different and so weird. But that's what works. That's what's working. You know, that's the only thing that works. If you're being different, because normal is taken. Different is such a valuable product on this planet. It's incredible. It's like, I notice this when I speak at psychiatry conferences or neurology conferences, and I speak about pragmatic psychology, which is this weird approach about, you know, going beyond problems and creating rather than reacting. And it's amazing how, if I can't speak, though, I cannot do those conferences from being normal. That does not work. I have to be me and have to be the weird, different me. And when I be that, people eat it up. They love what I bring to the world and what, you know. So if you like worry about being too different, stop it. Stop worrying about being too different. Your difference is the most valuable product, and it makes you irresistible. And everything you haven't acknowledged about that, will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So, you know, like, difference is so valuable. It's what makes people want to seek you out and ask you for interviews, for conferences, for whatever you are offering to the world, whatever your service is. So that's what the invitation is, and that's what I wanted to invite you with this video, because it's freaking awesome right now. It's like, it's such a different paradigm available, and we kept talking about it for years, but it's like, it's here now. It's like available. It's like the door is open. All we have to do is walk through it. What if you walk through it and you're not alone? Like, you don't have to fix it all by yourself. You don't have to, you know, go, oh my God, I have to figure this out by myself. No, you're not alone. You're part of it already. What if you acknowledge that you're part of this already? You're already in, like, the whole universe has your back. So many people are doing this journey at the same time with you. So what if you actually stop the lie of being alone and receive and walk through that door? And we're doing this together. So that's my greeting to you from Costa Rica. I'm so excited. So after this, I am so excited to come to Europe and wherever I'm going, Mexico and around the world. And yes, so by the way, if pragmatic psychology is something that if that life form draws you in and you want to learn more about how to use the tools for you and your life, and also with the people you work with, you know, whether it's your clients or your, you know, your students or whoever you work with as a practitioner, there are classes all over the world where you can learn how to use the access tools in your work as a practitioner. And the classes are called Advanced Practitioner. It's part of the pragmatic psychology life form. And they're going to be in Slovenia, in Budapest, Hungary, and in Mexico. These are the English classes. And then there are German classes that are in Germany and in Switzerland this summer. So all of it's like this part of the year. And yeah, so I am so excited about the difference we bring to this planet. Holy fucking kamoli. It's like such a different time right now. So let's do this. And again, no, you're not alone. You're part of this already. What if you let yourself know this, and we're doing this? So thanks for being so amazing and watching this. And you know, if you've watched this so long, this video, what does that say about you and the amazing difference you be and bring to our planet? And what if you acknowledge you? So everything doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, beyond. And again, just tap into this amazing, exuberant intensity that the earth is, and gift to you that you can receive, that acknowledges you and the intensity and the exuberance of living and joy and creation that you truly be. Let's do this. Yeah. Mwah. Weeha. Bye.